Welcome to the fucking show.
Man, that intro just hits at the right spot. Just gets me amped up for Wolfpack Wednesdays. And that's what we got going on here tonight. It is episode 107 of Wolfpack Wednesdays. And I can't count how many times we've done Too Sweet to each other. And to all of you guys out there in the chat, watching in YouTube land, appreciate each and every one of you for keeping this show going, because you guys are the ones that do it. Look at this. New gadgets here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
What sorcery is this?
Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We got a fun show for you tonight. We are going to talk InArt soups. We're going to try not to go too crazy with this, because I know it's pretty much been a week. Everybody's probably already sick of it. I'm kind of with you on that. But we haven't been able to talk about the InArt figure. We're going to try to not compare it directly to Hot Toys too much tonight, and that whole battle. But if you want to see a battle of that, go to our Wolfpack group on Facebook, and you can see Brick with a bunch of people conversing about that and having a good old time. So we got InArt Superman, we got James Bond, we got the Joker figure released, and we have Anakin from Ahsoka. But don't let that fool you. We have more. Q2 is over. We have all the releases, and I think there's going to be some really interesting information when we look at everything that's been released over Q2. So we're going to talk about that, but it's a playoff bracket. So Brick had this great idea. We're going to do this. Well, what did we do? It was what was that? Pre-orders. We did a bracket for pre-orders.
That's right.
So now we're going to do Q2, and we're going to find out between the three of us which was our favorite figure released. So lots of fun. 38 in the house to start. We're going to say hi to you guys in a couple minutes, but first I got to check with my boys. While I'm doing that, please comment. Let us know you're watching. Say hi. And without further ado, hello, gentlemen. How are you doing this week?
I'm doing real good. Real good. Now that I see Brick coming over to the dark side and renouncing his Marvel love.
Dark side with a C. DC, baby. Let's go.
Of becoming a DC fan. I am so proud. It only took 2 years to convince this man to come over.
Hold on.
But who would have thought we just need the right Superman movie for him to switch over?
We needed the right Superman movie. Yep. Everybody knows my
share this with you guys. I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off here. He told me in confidence in private, but I feel like it's too big of a news. He's gonna sell all of his Spider-Man figures
and convert it.
And I'm gonna get 30 Henry Cavill figures.
The same figure, just put 30 of them.
Different poses.
Different poses. One like this, one like this, one like this. You know.
There you go.
Just going crazy. No, but to be fair, I've always been a DC fan. I've always been a Superman fan. I grew up on Smallville. I love the Christopher Reeve movies. I'm a huge fan of Smallville. Shoot, I got Michael Rosenbaum doing my intro to Bugle 6 these days. So
that is cool.
I've got I got DLO on the maybe not Superman and Lois show on Max. We were talking about that for a minute.
From the 90s?
No, but it's just I've always been a DC fan. I just haven't really liked Snyder, and that's pretty much all that's been around the last 10 years. Not that I didn't see those movies. I enjoy some of them, and I thought Henry Cavill was great, but it was messy, without going into it again. But it's good to see Superman having that hope back with Superman, James Gunn taking the helm, and just seeing a lot of good reviews. A couple bad ones, but out of like 100, like 2 bad ones and like 98 good ones. So it's looking pretty good.
Well, I'm excited for you, Brick. And look, I got this little thing here for you. So
Look at that.
Is he giving me the finger?
No spoilers in the chat tonight. We are going to see it. Excuse me. We are going to see it Friday. So hopefully Brick is. I have seen you hyped up for movies before, but this one seems.
Yeah, this is different. This feels different.
It's probably been since No Way Home. I was hyped up for Deadpool Wolverine too.
Home.
Yeah,
you were
Deadpool
hyped
Wolverine.
up.
I had that big show. Yep. I was hyped for that.
Shirt though, you're like staying off social media.
Yeah, I didn't want to dress up as Groot though when Guardians came out.
You're not going to psych yourself out.
Oh, I know I am. I'm probably gonna.
And then you're let down.
Yeah. I will be honest too. I will be honest whether I like the movie or not. So, but I have a feeling I will.
Sometimes it's hard to live up to the hype that you have in your head. You
Yeah.
kind of leave the theater a little bit down, but then I think it settles. It just kind of.
Just wait until next year when Supergirl comes out.
Gosh,
I will put a wig on.
He's gonna wear a Supergirl bikini.
And I will have a wig. I'm going to be excited. I might get kicked off the Wolfpack for that episode, but it's
you
cool.
will.
I'll probably look more like Garth from Wayne's World with a wig on. I'll be pulling a DLO.
By the way, boys. By the way,
Superman.
Halloween is about 3 months away. I have my costume picked out. I've already
Do you
started.
really still like you?
Wow.
I can't even think of anything right now.
So it's gonna be a banger. So make sure you guys.
Well, we could do
Stick with us
Fantastic
until then.
3 costumes.
Oh, I can finally be Pedro Pascal.
Oh.
There it is. There it
Graham could be
is.
the Thing. There you go.
I mean, hey, we've never done an actual group costume before.
Yeah.
So
That
that
ain't
might
gonna
be
happen
cool.
this month or this
I know
year
he's
either.
like so hyped about it. He's like, all right,
What are you, like Edward Scissorhands or something?
yeah,
Dude,
you're the
that'd be
reigning
cool.
king of our holiday episode. So I have no doubts. I gotta step up my game, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going
You
to.
bunch of losers! You're working with a professional here! Nice fucking models!
Did he bait us into that segue? That was very
I
clever.
feel like he had that.
You
plan.
baited us into that one.
Oh, yeah.
He's so proud of himself over there.
Oh man, I am. It's good to be back with you guys. Any collecting this week?
Too much.
Man, I've been a good boy since I got that second vault. I haven't really.
Yeah, shout
Not
out
much.
to you. I mean, if anybody hasn't seen it in the Wolfpack community on Facebook over here, Graham posted a photo. Actually, you can kind of still see it a little bit
Yeah.
down there, but he did an awesome job of just creating this like diorama style base for his bat armory, I guess you want to call it there. Vault, excuse me, the vault.
Yeah,
Like,
thank
it
you
looks
so much
good.
for that segue. That's actually going to be my next video this week too, is showing you guys
Very
how I
nice.
did that and how you can do it yourself.
We are
He's-
sharp tonight. Look at us. We're just like,
I'm like, gosh. So I actually didn't film doing it, and I'm like, God, I don't know what I'm going to do for a video. And so then I went back and I redid something for it, and then kind of documented it and stuff too. So yeah, it's going to be it'll be a fun little video if anybody wants to do it. And if you don't think you can, like again, I believe in you. So does Harvey Dent. You can do it. Brick, what movie is that?
It's got to be Dark Knight.
He is a DC fan, guys. He passed the test. All right. Proud of you guys.
That was
But-
close. I was like, it's Dark Knight or Batman Forever. So
oh, Spider-Man.
F me if I'm wrong.
Good is gone. Their good is gone.
All right, but yeah, you guys got anything new coming in? Any pre-orders hitting for you?
Well,
Ooh.
maybe I should go first. I guess confession for me. So I got wind that Ahsoka was in stock at Sideshow, right? So I immediately purchased that, right? Then I went on my little mini vacay with the family over the 4th of July weekend. And I picked up red and blue suit Spider-Man. Turns out I'm a real Marvel fan.
Yes, we're
video.
switching positions here. Oh, no,
Pause.
we're switching.
Oh.
Pause. We're switching.
be
I
on
don't
I'm
even
just
know
gonna
how to
pretend I
say
didn't
it.
hear that. then I got to notice that the Airborne Trooper is coming into stock. and Commander Cody. So shit, that's a lot of stuff coming in. But hey, you know, a good problem to have here. So Ahsoka sitting in a box, still haven't a chance to open her up yet. Spider-Man looks awesome. Been dying to get that one for a while, doing my whole revamp of the whole Marvel stuff. But Star Wars is still getting love. And we also, good segue. Are we going to do Anakin now? We're going to go Anakin? No? Okay.
I'm joking.
Oh, you almost... It's going to be a good show, guys. We're loose.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, it's not going to be a good show. Sorry.
Nope. Reverse.
Change the channel now.
Scratch that. Reverse that.
Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Wonka baby. Oh, speaking of.
Dad jokes.
Woohoo.
There he is.
Anyways.
There he is.
Anyways.
Man, we are on it. The only thing is DLO triggered something I was going to say. Now I do not remember it. But yeah, you got a lot of cool stuff coming in. Oh, actually, I remember now. You said you got the Final Swing Spider-Man suit. So it got me thinking when we were kind of chatting, when he picked this up, I'm like, how many figures do all three of us have that are the same? So like, obviously A New Hope Vader and Rogue One Vader don't count. I want to see if anybody gets it. I want to ask the audience here, the chat. Let us know in the chat, how many figures do you think all three of us have the same of? So like, I'll give you a hint. Final Swing Spider-Man is one of them. So there's at least one. Could be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How many do you guys think? And while you guys are answering that, Brick, how about you? Anything happening over there?
Well, I got Feral Predator.
Action?
I got Feral Predator shipping this week, so I should be getting it next week. I was hoping it would come here this week, but it's all good. Yeah, and just paying off a couple of figures. Paid off the Artisan. Oh my goodness, Harley Quinn. So she's paid off.
Wow. Nice.
And yeah, just waiting for Scarlet Witch to ship. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I ended up getting the Mondo Spider-Man body that was the replacement body last week. So that was nice, finally getting 6 months later, but it's here. And I can put a different sculpt on. So really, I got 2 figures for the price of 1. Thank you, Mondo, for screwing up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, just waiting. I did pre-order Superman Hot Toys twice, and that's about it. I still need to pre-order T800 though. I need to pre-order T800.
I've never seen him pre-order 2 of the same figure before.
It's a long story.
You got Spider-Punk.
I do have 2 Spider-Punks,
which he's yet to open one of them yet. So
yep,
that could be a giveaway. Could be a sign, maybe not to do that.
Well, it's like, oh yeah, it'd be cool to have both versions on the shelf, and then I put one on the shelf. I was like, this is good enough.
It's exactly.
I can get $300
too, because I had the same thought with Batman, the Batman. I'm like, oh, I'll just get InArt and Hot Toys. I'll do both. They'll look great. Then I'm like, with the lack of like space, it's like, is this really doing it for me? And
it's
then
really luxury.
Well, if anybody has a Supergirl from the Flash, I will trade you, or I will, if I got to give you a few extra bucks, just hit me up.
Rick's a terrible negotiator.
So Superman and a few extra bucks for
he
Supergirl.
Just upped the offer before anybody called him.
I know Supergirl is going for more right now, so I'm trying to be fair.
All right, let's.
You know what? Screw that. Just give me your Supergirl.
Screw that.
Give it to me for free because I said so.
Yeah, I got DLO on my side.
Got to lowball them first.
All right, Batman Collectibles thinks we have 10 of the same figure between us 3. Hayden Collects says 12. X-Man says 45.
Oh.
Valkyrie says 35. Toy Collector says 7. And Johnny Chronicles, new channel member, by the way, thank you, my friend, for taking the plunge, says 30. Y'all remember how many we have?
Maybe
6. Toy Collector's pretty close. Oh, Clinton said 19. Moose Dream said 25. Yeah. So I think I have I haven't counted in a while, but maybe like 110, 105, 110 figures. DLO is probably like 160s, 70s.
I've lost count. Coming, going. I forget.
Rick, 70s?
Almost. No, about 60.
So like that's a lot of figures, right? But we only have 6 that are the same.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Very different.
Pretty wild.
Very different.
Yeah, very. I mean, now DLO and I might have more of the same, or Brick and I might have more, but between us 3, there's only 6, and I think those were Jack Sparrow Artisan.
Yep.
Final Swing Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Durasteel Mando.
Mm-hmm.
89 2.0 Batman. And
we don't all have the same
Captain
RoboCop.
America.
Yes.
And there's one more. I don't remember what it is. Oh, Snow Speeder Luke.
Oh, there you
There
go.
you go. There it is. Yep.
So yeah, just for fun, there you guys go. A little knowledge there. Blurred Dad Life. I thought we had 70.
Huh. I wish I had 70 figures.
Oh, come on. 69, bro.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
All right. Well, hey, I'm excited to kick off this show with you guys. Lots of fun stuff to talk about. Let's just see who is going to be joining us tonight. We got Valkyrie Magnus, channel member. Thank you to all the channel members. Appreciate you guys. I can't see it on StreamYard stream site, but I can see it on the YouTube platform. I just can't look at both of them at the same time. But it's cool to see how long everybody's been a member for. And I know Valkyrie, I looked, and he's at 12 months. So, hey, congrats to you, my friend. Thank you for all the support, not only here, but in Facebook, just in general. We got Hayden Collects joining us tonight. Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Always good to see Doc Bat. Good evening, Wolfpackers. I got the Packers shirt. I'm excited for football. I'm getting there. Johnny Chronicles, newest channel member. Good evening, gents. How's the collecting going? It's going. I mean, trying to be a good boy. Trying to just save money for paying off pre-orders. But I am on the lookout for another Mars Toys Mr. W, because I do kind of want to kit bash him into the black turtleneck and blue jeans Bruce Wayne to put down here. So we'll see about that. But otherwise, I'm trying not to buy. Let's see here. We got Universal Key. Good evening, everyone. Too sweet. Doc Bat's going to see Superman tomorrow.
Nice.
We got Kevin joining us tonight. What's up, Wolfpack? Of course, toy collector, channel member and friend of the show. Hello, Wolfpack. Too sweet says 1 Adam 12. Thank you for being here, my friend. We got the Ben Thomas show. Hey, everyone, what's going on, dude? Kevin, hope everyone is doing good this evening. Tighter FL, another good friend. What's up? He's got the Yoda with the thumbs up and the Jedi Knights watch. Loving it. Using those emojis. We have Neil Horrific, channel member. Greetings, everyone. Happy Wolfpack Wednesday. Pumped to see the new Spider-Man tomorrow. Welcome to the show, Bolts. Good to see you, my friend. We've got Striker 47. Looking forward to the IMAX fan event of Superman tomorrow. I'm so hyped with that coming soon. Hot Toys Death Stranding figures. Let's go. Our friendly moderator is back with us tonight. We have They Call Me Queso Blanco and channel member. Happy Wednesday, bros. Unfortunately, got to catch the replay. Too sweet. That's okay. Appreciate you for everything that you do. Also, we are having tryouts for a new moderator, it seems. So just shoot me an email if you want to do that. No, I'm just kidding. But we could always have another one. It's not that we only have to have one. So we got Mike Litteris. Sup, Wolf Sacks. Okay. We got Brandon Mosley. I'm trying to stay away from spoilers till Friday.
Damn,
yeah, so
man.
is the guy below me here. He's one nervous Nelly, as it were. Field of Burn. What's up, Robert? Hello, Meat Snacks. We got some puns going on here in the chat tonight. We got Jose Plus. What's up, fellas? I've seen Superman. No spoilers. Appreciate that, bro. I hope you liked it.
I don't know. He said he was gonna reach out to me whether he liked it or not, but I don't think he liked it.
He wants your figures.
Yeah, if you give me your DC figures, I'll give you my Marvel.
You heard it here first. It's a deal. Yomo, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're having a good week. Says, what's up, everyone? We have Gio, the movie canon. Awesome dude. Great person in the community. If you haven't checked him out, go to his channel and subscribe as well. Kirby is here as well. Wolfpack, what up? Batman Collectibles. Saw Superman last night. It's good.
Go.
Now, he didn't put an exclamation mark there.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything? Are we going to go like Seinfeld on this? Like, why?
It sounds like I saw.
It.
Yeah, it's like it's good.
It's like it's good, or it's good, or it's good. We don't know. We don't know. Let's see here. I got my popcorn here for the InArt versus Hot Toys Superman discourse. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we do like a little spice, but I also don't want anything to be too stale, so we'll see. Ryan Stadler is here. What's up, guys? Always enjoy the show. I scored a crazy good deal on Sideshow. Jabba the Hutt the other day from the seller, and I owe it all to my wife.
Oh,
wow. That's awesome.
Shout out to the missus. Coming in clutch.
Great. And
Absolutely.
it's an amazing piece, man. It's one of my all-time favorites in the collection. It's one that I would never part from. So congrats. It's a big deal, and it's a showstopper when it comes into the collection. These two boys need to jump on that while they can. Let's see who else we got here. Ryan also says heading to that store in Fort Lauderdale this week.
Nice.
Hey, enjoy.
Is that the one with the bar?
No, that's the other one. That's
Okay.
Gods and Monsters. That's in Orlando. No, he's going to Tate's, which
Ooh,
is
nice.
like the massive one.
Yeah, that's cool.
We got X-Man Supreme, our guest last week. He stepped in admirably while Brick was on hiatus. I'm debating switching to the long game on Hera and Padawan Ahsoka. I don't know, man. Ooh, tell us more. You know, between us three, I've been really contemplating. You know, I'm always thinking about the display in the collection, and I don't know, man, like Mando / Boba / Ahsoka line. Like, I don't know if it's got staying power with me.
Until the
now
movie.
It's too late because I got Hera and young Ahsoka coming, so I don't know. But like, I might lose a couple pieces, like armor. I like this piece here too, but the throne throws me off.
What?
It's
the
just
best
hard
thing
to
about it, dude.
swear.
I
It's
love
cool.
that throne.
It's cool. I don't know. Who knows? You know, maybe I'm just blowing smoke. I don't know.
Smoke has been blown. No doubt.
I don't know. Nothing's been for sure, anything like that. But I don't know. Always thinking. Always refining.
It's amazing what one bad season of Mando and a bad series like Boba Fett can do to all the good love that the first two seasons of Mando did for everybody.
Sometimes I just want to focus on OT, like just OT.
I hear you.
More for my mental state, so like I can not collect as much, you know.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. That's kind of
to
what I'm doing with
protect
Marvel.
me from myself.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing with Marvel and DC.
Nice.
Just a full makeover for my own mental health.
Yeah,
Also,
I
make it
mean,
badass.
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
I am scared for this summer though. With everything about to be announced, we got James Bond stuff too, and
Dude,
Fantastic Four, Superman. Like, how big is that line going to be? You know,
Your collection has been growing steadily since I've met you, Brick. And I'm waiting for you to sweat like me and Graham. We're like, what do I do? I don't have room for this here, but I'm going to buy it anyways.
yeah.
Maybe I should sell something. Maybe I should get more cases. What should I do? And I'm just going to sit back and watch you, and study you.
No advice. Huh? You're just gonna see how I
Study this, man. See what happens.
No, I'm probably gonna. I've been talking to Brian. I might get some more 6 series.
See?
Yeah.
How did I know that was that guy? He never mentioned this until right now. I swear this was not planned.
use
How
my
do I
link.
know?
Yeah.
His first collection intervention. My boy's grown up.
Oh, hold on here.
gonna
Yeah,
get a
make
bigger
sure you
outfit
guys use my link if you're buying any Maju cases.
Segway City tonight, baby. We're on fire.
In the description below. Yeah, I mean, hey, looks like Hot Toys has maybe saved you from Thunderbolts. Doesn't look like they're going to go all in on that line.
Dude, what happened with that?
I don't know.
Man.
Oh, I lost my spot. Okay, here we go. Collection Obsession channel member, welcome to the show. Too sweet to you. We got Jazzy. Hello, ladies. Hello, Jazzy. Thank you for being here. Nick's Collectibles. Mondo.
This guy every time he hears the word
shows up.
Mondo,
He just shows up.
he shows up.
And you know what? We appreciate Nick for being here. He also does a lot for the community, and he needs to bring this back.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, Too Sweet 2D!
Because we are still the undisputed tag
Like
team
over a year and a half. It's got to be a
champions,
record,
baby.
Yep.
kind, right?
Too Sweet DLO, the champs.
I was just sitting behind with Mr.
watching me
Steve.
get my ass kicked
It's fine.
for 20
Just
minutes.
let it happen.
You guys want to step in here or what?
I was ready. See the muscles he gave me on that guy?
Dude, you were jacked.
I was
Best
jacked.
you've ever looked, bro.
Best.
I was
The
bald
best.
as fuck.
We all looked the best at that time. I immediately let myself go after that match.
Oh man.
I mean, we had
could've
nothing
played,
else to do. We were at the mountaintop, you know? So,
Could have played Bane or something.
Just get that and enjoy our championships, I guess.
we got the 12-inch Moose Dream. Hello, community of collectors. I caved. Getting Darth Vader's Sith Apprentice for the best number I've seen below 1K.
Wow.
Congrats to you, sir.
You're cool.
Better
That's a
man than
big
me,
deal.
bro.
Big deal. We got Clinton Martin, another channel member. Howdy, folks. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well this week. Blurred Dad Life, again, guessing that we had 70 of the same figures. What's going on, dude? Hope you're doing well. We have music and collectibles. Hello, guys. Random question. I moved to a new house, and I plan to put my collection in the basement. I bought a dehumidifier, and I'm able to maintain the humidity at 45, 50. The only problem is that it produces heat.
Mhm.
And the temperature rises to about 74. Should I be worried? Or do you think it's okay?
Mm-mm.
I think you're good.
Yeah.
I
good
would
job,
be
bro.
more concerned about the percentage
Yeah.
than I would the temperature. Unless your temp is getting in the upper 70s, you know, then I don't even know if I'd worry that much, but I'd be, I guess, a little bit concerned. Which is surprising, though, for a basement that it gets that hot.
Yeah, because heat
basements
rises,
stay
so that should be
cool, yeah.
cooler. Yeah.
Yeah. I've also heard that it's more of the quick changes that can mess up your figures. So just make sure you're constantly like changing, you know, emptying out the water so it doesn't go from like 45 to 52 in a day or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, my basement's always very humid in the summer, like spring, summer, fall. So it's constantly running, except for when I'm doing the show. And yeah, it's pretty much keeping it to about 40. And then if it doesn't run, it probably gets to like 60-ish in here. But wintertime, it's dry because of, you know, the weather, so I don't have to run it then. So yeah, I know Brick had the same question where his heat was rising, but he's on the second floor. So it's just interesting that you're in a basement. But yeah, I wouldn't be
For
too
some reason this year I haven't even turned it on yet, and my humidity level's at 40.
Yeah,
my temp is like at 71.
Yeah, I wish my dehumidifier would heat up my basement a little bit. But
I would too. I would too. Anything.
oh well. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. We got Danny Spotchka in the house. What's going on, my friend? Howdy, folks. Seen Superman Friday.
Go.
Awesome, man.
Let's go.
There's a face I haven't seen in a while. What's up, broski?
We got to get him on the show soon. Look at this guy. We got Austin Nicholas in the house as well. What's
Whoa,
up,
what
guys?
is
What's up,
this?
Austin? Too sweet, man.
So much
Thanks for
copping
being
and
here.
dropping
Yo.
going on right now. What's up?
Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. We got Cobra's Collection. Greetings, my masterful collectors. What's up, dude? I think I skipped a little bit here. I missed this awesome super chat from Aaron Jones. This guy broke my heart a couple weeks ago, and he says, I literally told myself I would stop collecting. The next day, they dropped Hot Toys Superman, and then after that, dropped InArt Superman. I pre-ordered
Sheesh.
both. It was a good 24 hours.
We didn't even have time to
able
hang your
to-
jersey in the Raptors, bro.
Were you able to maintain any of those figures that you put up for sale? Because those were some heavy hitters too. Like, I hope you're not having to start over here, but man, I'm glad you're back in. You know, sometimes we all just got to pace ourselves, or, you know, like me, you know, always analyze and what's best for myself. And maybe that's only doing OT or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, man, I'm just glad you're still in it. You're still part of the community and still hanging out with us. And I appreciate that super chat. It's got me hyped.
Thank you so very fucking much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much.
And a bonus.
And by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you.
He doesn't do that very often.
What's that?
No, you, if ever. I don't think you've ever seen you do a
I've
back
never-
to back or somebody.
I've
like
never
that.
done
you,
back
you
to
never
back.
you never double fist, man.
Wow. Look at that.
So feel special. We got Frogman in the house and becoming a channel member. Appreciate you, my friend. Of course, with channel memberships, you do get the emojis that you can use here in the chat on comments of videos. You get shout outs to all of my videos. Jedi Knights get early access to videos, and then Grandmasters get early access, but then they also get members only shorts. And usually that's me doing something in the collection here and whatnot, and only you guys get those videos. So yeah, just appreciate you. And once in a while we do giveaways, so there you go. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the support. Thank you all for the support, just for watching us. That's obviously the most important. Let's see, I think we got Venom Collector. Hello, gentlemen. Great show so far. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're just kind of getting our feet wet here and loosening up a little bit. So I think we're going to have a great show. We got My Father Django channel member. Hello, Wolfpack.
What's up?
Hello, my friend. Let's see here. We got Batman Collectibles celebrating 2 months as a channel member. He says Superman is, I'm going to try to read this in how I see it. Superman is really good. I'll need to see it again. He was overcorrecting. We got S-Beam in the house. Hello, all. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well on this Wolfpack Wednesday. We got Chris Santos, always showing his support. What's up, Jedi Knights, DLO and Brick? How's it going? It's going well, man. It's going well. I'm happy to be here every week hanging out with you guys. Assistant to the Regional Sith. Don't know if you guys watch Twisted Metal, but I'm excited for season 2. You know what? I'll let these guys answer for themselves, but that was like my favorite game growing up. Twisted Metal,
Yeah,
Twisted
same.
Metal 2. I played
2
3,
was the best,
4,
man.
2 is the
Black.
best.
I mean, I still play Twisted Metal Black.
Black
with
was good.
my daughter.
Black was good. Good storylines.
But
Great soundtrack.
what? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the show on? What platform?
It's on Peacock.
Yep.
Well, that would be why. Okay. Well, yeah, that's why I haven't seen it. It's like the only streaming service that I don't have, but I would like to see it. But how about you guys? Have you watched it or played the games?
Oh yeah,
Play the
definitely.
games. Love them. I have not seen the show yet. It's on my watch list right next to Below Deck. If you guys know what that is.
Yeah, I watched the first episode. Really liked it.
And that
Have not watched anymore because I always forget about Peacock. Like, I don't know. You know, you turn on Max, you turn on Netflix,
HBO
you
Max.
even turn on YouTube. Like, yeah, HBO Max now. Again. But yeah, I love the games growing up, man. They need to make a new Twisted Metal game for sure. That doesn't suck because the last one kind of blew.
And I know everything's all about shows these days, but I find like shows don't have as much rewatchability because I don't have, like, I did talk to you guys. I started Game of Thrones again last night. I didn't even make it through the first episode, and I was like, it's just this is so overwhelming doing this again. So much time. Like, I just want to sit back and watch a 2-hour movie sometimes and then be done with it. You know, like Penguin. I don't know if it was so good. I don't know if I'm ever going to go back and watch that, you know,
Sure.
or some of this other stuff that I liked, but I don't know. That's just maybe me. But
Should watch Invincible, Graham.
Definitely should
I've
watch
seen
that.
that. Yeah, it's
You
got
really-
Mark Wahlberg in it. It was really good.
Oh my god.
Eagles tryouts. I liked it.
Oh, you should watch The Boys as well too. You haven't watched that either.
He said Eagles tryouts. He knows damn well what I'm talking about. But yeah, the boys are pretty good.
Boys is great, man.
Yeah.
I would love it if they made a Twisted Metal movie. Just saying that. Or yes, like you guys said, a new game. That'd be awesome.
What was that movie that was like Twisted Metal? It's like Death
Death Race.
Race.
That was
Yeah.
good. I like that. Yeah. Again, Honest Hansel, channel member. Too sweet. Right back at you, my friend. And you guys are heating it up. We got 86 in the chat, so it is taking me a little bit because I don't skip over anybody. We got Brad Cormack, channel member. Good to see this guy again. Too sweet. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're having a good summer, and thank you for being here. Yeah, man, you're my first that I've backed. Yes. You want?
Sure.
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 We got Manny Fresh 369. What's up, guys? Love that display pic. That's pretty sick. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. We got Austin Collects. What's up? got the InArt and Hot Toys Superman on pre-order after
Wow.
watching the movie. Oh, Brick, take your phone away.
People are
No hype
double dipping.
pre-orders.
What's going on
Keep
here?
hyping me up, baby.
No
Let's
hype
go.
pre-orders after the movie.
Now you just got to get the $10 one from Walmart. They got the symbol right. Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah, Clinton says season 2 should be good. All right. We're caught up. All right, let me close this poll too. I want to see what you guys were most excited to discuss here, because I'm going to go with the opposite like last week.
Good show last week, guys. By the way, X-Man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, X-Man did awesome. It was really good to hang out with him. Obviously, I love hanging out with just us three. We have such good chemistry and whatnot, but it is fun to get a guest on once in a while too, because there are so many cool people in the community. So just be patient if you guys are wanting to do that. Just gotta reload this here. Oh boy, hold on. It signed me out. It had an error. Signing back in.
Oh no.
I'm gonna close this poll. I don't know if it worked.
You talking about the poll?
Yeah. Is it still
Want
up?
me to just read them out to you there? I can just tell you.
Yeah, just tell me.
Yeah, InArt, Superman 53%, Bond 23, Anakin 12, and Joker 11.
Joker. Ooh. Anakin
So we're
was
going Joker.
Anakin was after Bond.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, and stay tuned. We got a lot of news, but hey, we got our Q2 playoff bracket as well. We're gonna see which is the best release from Q2 of 2025. So it's going to be a very fun show. But without further ado, let's get into the polarizing announcement of the week, and that was InArt Superman pulling a Hot Toys and saying, "Oh, you want to come up with some big news? Well, we're going to slap that in your face, and we're going to release something after you do. And how do you like that?" Right? And that's sure what it felt like to me. Like they were waiting for Hot Toys to do it so they could just then unveil theirs. So I got to say, this looks really good. I'm trying to practice patience and not hype buy as well. So I want to give it a couple months and see if this is really something I want. If I think the movie is worth displaying in the collection, because that's the other thing too. Like I'm finding like my passions are OT Star Wars, which has just resonated with me for my whole life. 89 Batman, same thing. Dark Knight is just built over years. So like maybe Mando hasn't had enough time to just kind of grow in my heart or manifest in there. I don't know what you want to say, but like I just want to make sure it's got the staying power to be in the display so that it's actually something I want. So I'm going to just make sure I take my time with it, but this really looks good. And what do you guys think? Are you still like on that fence of it depends on how the movie is, or are you leaning, again, I don't want to pin them against each other too much, but like, are you leaning towards InArt or Hot Toys for any particular reason here?
Well,
DLO, I want to start with you because I know.
Let me touch on a little bit there. So, I mean, for what you said about yourself, totally understandable. I think the word you look for is like nostalgia. You're looking for that staying power, right? Yeah. Because those things have been around for a long time, and I think that's a big problem for a lot of us. We all feel like it's either a hype buy, or sometimes we feel like maybe it just hasn't been around enough to really love it.
Sure. And
none of us has seen Superman, but obviously we're all equally excited to go watch the new one and possibly see if how good this one is going to be with David Cornsweet, I think his name is. So so judgment wise, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I want to see the movie first, so it's really hard to say from like a love perspective for the figure and character if I'm there yet. I will say for what I've seen from both companies, Hot Toys and InArt, not to make this a versus by any means here, but I will say I like more about the InArt one than the Hot Toys one.
You're gonna make it versus,
for me, the biggest thing when it comes to figures that drive me the baddiest when it comes to is like proportions. Proportions really for me make a big decision in what I decide to pick up. And when we got the first look at Hot Toys last week at the end of our show, the first thing that caught my eye was like he was way too bulky as far as that. And I was like, I've seen hundreds of shots of this guy now in his suit, and he never looks bulky. In fact, the suit almost feels like there's no muscle on it at all. So that immediately threw me off. And then 24 hours later, this comes up, and I'm like, okay,
This is very cool.
this looks more like what I've been seeing so far. But again, I'm going off a base of like a couple shots, a couple trailers, some TV spots or whatever like that. So I don't know which one is truly the better one yet. But my eyes are telling me from what I've seen so far, the InArt one has more going for it than the Hot Toys version. But I will say I do like the head sculpt on the Hot Toys one. As much as maybe people may not like that one as much and say he doesn't look exactly like David Cornsweet, I feel like the Superman comment that he made in that interview that everybody's like copied and clipped a million times, I think that's not a bad thing. I do like the hopefulness in that sculpt, and I feel like that one has a lot more of a presence of joy that I do like to have in a Superman figure, whereas this one has more of that stoic Henry Cavill kind of like facial structure to it, you know, always down. I don't really vibe with that. Not for Superman. If we're talking Batman, perfect. Superman, I like to have a little bit more energy.
Dude, that looks just like Henry Cavill right there.
And again, it's not fair
Henry
to
Cavill right there.
to compare them like that. It just feels like, first of all, I actually love this sculpt. I just love that this is such an amazing head sculpt. Just to have something unique like that, I think is really cool. But at the same time, like it's too soon to tell. I'm not going to sit here and say InArt wins by a mile. I'm not ready to crown them, and I'm not ready to count out, you know, Hot Toys as well too. But
They're both really good offerings.
They're both really good. There's pros and cons to both. You can say one Hot Toys has a better price if you're just like looking to get representation. Obviously, InArt, there's value in it there because there's 2 head sculpts, 2 capes in there as well too, and so
boots.
Right, you figure in the cost of that one there, it's a pretty good value.
Crypto looks better for InArt. Can we agree to that?
What's that? Crypto?
I think Crypto.
Yeah.
Oh no, they both look like shit.
Well, yeah,
but
I think
one looks like less shit. And I agree with Graham on that.
One looks like diarrhea, and one looks like a log. Sure.
Anyway, I think that this looks more like David Cornsweet to me personally, but I do like the hopefulness.
But they're both shit.
Of the Hot Toys head sculpt. Brick, behave yourself, okay?
Brick, that's one strike, sir.
He wants it. He wants this moment. All right, I'm just gonna shut up and let him have it.
Hey, I wasn't here last week for the Superman talk, so I've been holding it. I've been holding it in, man. I am so backed up.
Superman.
I want to talk about something.
All right. I'd like to say something.
All right, Brick.
Before Brick goes, assistant to the regional
Before Brick goes.
super chat. The Hot Toys Superman is bulky, like the Shazam. The Shazam we didn't get?
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Shazam character, yeah. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. You are one of a kind.
Thank you very fucking much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you
It's my
very
favorite
much. Brick. Unless there's any other super chats, floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, this figure looks awesome. You know, overall, it looks really, really good. I will say though, since we're talking about head sculpts, I do think that the sculpt looks really good when we're looking at darker photos. When we're looking at photos where there is no shading, I don't think it's better than Hot Toys. The symbol on here, I do, and you guys already know. I know I've posted on Facebook. I've talked to you guys about it. I do think the symbol is too textured. Again, I have not seen the movie, but from pictures that I've seen, it's nowhere near close to this. This definitely looks more like Cavill. But the figure looks good. Proportions are better. Not quite there, but better still than Hot Toys. Try not to make a comparison thing. But yeah, I like the fact that this comes with 2 capes, 2 sculpts, and I do like the closed eye sculpt. I don't know if I would use that. Maybe I would, since if I'm getting Hot Toys, maybe for InArt, I would use the sculpt with closing eyes. I'm disappointed in Crypto. I honestly think these dogs look terrible. I mean, they literally look like Christmas ornaments. It's pathetic. But yeah, I mean, InArt looks great. The problem is, though, I don't think InArt would go further in on this line, and I think Hot Toys would. So part of me is like, well, do I get this InArt figure because I think they both look great and I'm really excited for this movie and that, or do I save that money and go more in on the Hot Toys line, where there could be a battle damage version, there could be, you know, a Mr. Terrific and what have you. So that's just something that I've been kind of thinking about. But I think I will get this InArt figure just to really be able to compare and the two figures later on. But yeah, man, Superman's here. I'm excited. I think it's crazy. InArt dropped this like the day after.
Yeah. Tastes
you know,
medicine a little bit.
Yeah, it's good on them. But let's get some of these figures out so we can get to Game of Thrones.
Right. And Collection Obsession has a great point too. InArt has time to adjust the details of the Superman. Hot Toys almost kind of almost box themselves in a little bit with
Do you think they changed their mind about that? That's actually something I wanted to talk about. Like, do you think they push back the deadline after seeing this and the reaction?
I wouldn't be surprised.
My sideshow, not everybody's sideshow, but mine, I sent you guys a picture, says March now. July to March instead of July to December. So
interesting.
I don't know. Maybe that's just sideshow being,
and then they could just eventually delay it from there.
Even more there.
Yeah. Because this is the second figure that they've kind of gone head to head competing with. The first one was the Batman, and it was like who's gonna release theirs first, and it was almost like neither one of them wanted to like drop it because they wanted to see what the other one was gonna do. And I don't know if that's the case or if it's just us looking at it from the outside, but nonetheless, it is interesting when they do figures like these kind of head to head. And again, it's just DC because that's the license that InArt has. But I'm curious, man. I'm curious to see what happens with Hot Toys, and then how quickly InArt gets theirs out, or if they're going to take their time. But yeah, great point on that. Aaron Jones says I could see InArt doing Lex.
That'd be cool.
Ryan thinks they'll go all in on a battle damage.
Lord of the Rings is like the only franchise they've actually made multiple characters of so far.
Well, Harry Potter too.
Oh yeah, true. And Harry Potter.
Yep. I like this name. Oh, we got Frico Calico. Both look great, but I gotta try and stay strong. I need the Reeves Superman.
That's important for me. That's a big one.
I really want Christopher Reeve. Another thing, real quick, the base. I was really liking the Hot Toys base. And more so than this one, but the more I'm looking at them, the more I look at the Hot Toys base as very cheap. And I'm actually digging this base way more.
I agree that I'm digging this base way more. I don't think the Hot Toys one looks cheap, but they always just have the fine details.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. More detailed, like
snow on the edge
looks.
here.
It looks more expensive. The Hot Toys one, it just feels like, one, I got to worry about the suit, right? The magnet. Then I got to worry about, if the magnet even holds. And then I'm stuck to certain poses, like I kind of wish they would, like they did with the Batman, where you had the staircase, but you could also take the normal base away from the stairs and not even use that. Be kind of cool if they did that with the Superman base.
It is modular. You can take some of that stuff. Yeah, you can take some of those.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. That's sick. Okay, cool.
So, but I will say to the base thing though, I am starting to like the InArt bases minus the whole magnet gimmick, which it sounds like it's probably going away. What I've been seeing from more recent figures, but I prefer I don't need these gigantic bases. Like Hot Toys is like, for me, I feel like got the wrong message. Don't remember, I know there's a lot of people who love the diorama bases that they're doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for me, like having something like that in my collection is a spot that can go for another figure. So I like these like miniature stands that are all unique to whatever franchise that InArt's doing, and it gives every one a little distinct look without taking up too much space. I that's what I'm really starting to like about these bases with these guys.
Yeah, I agree with you too. Like I like 89 Batman's base and everything, but you're right, it takes up way too much space. And I think in the future, when I am starting to fill up these cases and whatnot, I think there are certain bases that I'm going to switch out. I think the one base that I would keep in there though is that Sandman base from
That's it, but that's a
that-
character though. So like
yeah,
that,
exactly,
I totally agree with
exactly.
you for sure.
yes.
So, but yeah, like that's the red and blue suit. I didn't go deluxe. I went with the standard one at the
Okay.
shop, and
Yeah.
that was for that very reason. One, I was like, it was extra $100, and then two, on top of it, I was just like, I'm never gonna use this because it takes up too much space. You know what I
That's
mean?
my
So-
thought process too. That's why I got the standard as well.
So, but I like these because I feel like I'm getting the best of both worlds. Like I get that fancy looking base, but it's not taking up a lot of room in the collection.
I agree. Like, I don't know. I feel like Hot Toys was like, well, we need to do more of like statue stuff and just overload the base, but it just takes away from the figure a little bit. But then also it just takes away from the space that you have in your display. So like, I love the tight fitting stands, but that they look really good. Like they're diorama. They're not Hot Toys footprint sand bases. I don't consider that diorama. I'm considering like just the elegant stuff that just puts enough touch in there of the environment that the figure was in. So I agree with you right there. We got Stacy joining us tonight too. Good evening, Wolfpack and fellow collectors. Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello. Yeah, Field of Burn says it very nicely here. Eloquent. Yes.
Good word.
X-Man says the Hot Toys base looks cheap compared to the InArt, but the InArt is so effing tiny. Hot Toys won for the concept, but InArt wins for the execution.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, yeah, I mean, I like it because again, I like compact, so it's, I don't know, it's fine.
I love the boots. That second pair of boots though.
Yeah.
That's such a great idea.
Then guys like me won't snap the ankles.
There you go. Looking right at you when I said that.
Yeah. All right.
That's what Hot Toys needs to do too, man. Like, give us, a wired cape and a drape cape.
Yep.
Exactly. Because not everybody likes wired. When
everybody likes
the
drapes.
day, all they gave
Right.
you was drape, and people were like, "Well, I want wired," but then now they're only doing wired, and it's like, well, what about us that actually like the drape?
Mhm.
Like, there's something to be said about a drape cape too. So, I agree. They need to do both because you cannot. I don't care how much you futz with it. You can't get those wired capes to drape straight down. Like they're all crinkety and wrinkled and all that stuff. Okay. We got Fig Poser in the house too. What's going on, my friend? That's okay. S Beam says, will he be able to look up though? Either figure.
Oh,
We'll see.
we'll see. He might be able to go like this.
I don't think the NR one can, just because they have that like that little rubber plastic on the stick, kind of. Yeah. At least the Man of Steel one or the BVS one can't do it, so I doubt this one can.
Interesting.
That might be the max.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably it right there.
Mm-hmm.
We got Low Key Collector. What's going on, Calvin? Too sweet, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us tonight.
What's holding him up?
Oh yeah,
Dumb
like he
question.
wants it to be like way up, like he's flying. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
What's holding up this figure right now? Sorry, I might sound dumb.
He's got a flight pole
Right here.
There is okay.
up his
Okay.
anus.
So it's yeah. Okay. I was wondering if it had like
Deal
that
breaker brick?
zipper.
Is that enough of a log for you, Brick?
Oh yeah.
Mike says, I appreciate that you can move the Hot Toys eyes by removing the hairpiece.
That's nice. And the hair does look better on Hot Toys, I would say. They got the bang right.
I want InArt to kind of push themselves, man. Like I'm just noticing like every figure kind of has the same expression. And
Yeah.
what I give Hot Toys credit for is like he looks happy to be Superman in there.
Yeah,
You know?
That's very true. Yeah.
But just like they can do stuff. I mean, that Joker 4-pack, there was tons of different expressions in that there. I just feel like they're sticking to one thing. I'm noticing this trend now with a lot of them, with the exception like maybe like a Ron, for example. But yeah, the Weasley one,
For sure.
he's smirking. He's smirking on that one there.
And he looks great.
I think he came out way better in my opinion.
He does. He looks good.
But no, I want more. I want some more energy in these face sculpts. They all have that very strong stoic, which in most cases is fine. But I'd like to see them push themselves more, especially if you're going to do 2 head sculpts like this. Like I would have liked a serious face and more of a happier face.
Sure,
that makes sense.
I'll give you a little bit of pushback though, because I think this was a great idea, because what everybody was expecting was laser eyes, right? So like something that's been done before, but they gave us something totally different. But I know Hot Toys does a lot of neutral faces too, because for posing reasons, right? Like if we always complain when they do have a unique face, like it just doesn't work. It's limited. Yeah. So I get it, and I get what you're saying, DLO, but I would say like Hot Toys also does mostly just neutral, and it's the problem with that when you're posing figures.
The problem with this though is that it's straight from like Man of Steel.
You don't know that. You haven't seen the movie.
Well, okay, even if I see the movie, this is still, they haven't seen the movie either. This is Henry Cavill doing his little pose when he's like up in the sky, and like that's straight up Henry Cavill.
This will be in the movie. They wouldn't make a face if it wasn't in the movie. They have more.
No. I'm not saying the face in general. I'm saying the sculpt, the way they have them posed up for this picture right now.
I think people are too worried about Henry Cavill. It's Superman. The same things from movie to movie. I think people gotta relax.
Henry
on Henry
Cavill was not super. Okay.
Whoa!
He was totally. He was not
talking about a lot of people.
He was not. That's fine.
Easy.
But a lot of people will also know that he was not the traditional Superman. He is totally different than every other Superman out there. He was a great Superman, and what they did, was awesome, and he pulled it off very well. But when you can't say, "Oh, he's Superman," what's the difference? Like Cavill is different than every other Superman.
I'm just saying they do a lot of the same gestures. They have a lot of the same story. Feeling the sun, Friday. Closing the eyes and feeling the sun.
But we saw the trailer though. He's not feeling it like that. He's going,
I mean, revisit those points next week when we have a chance to see the movie. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But
hey, I said nothing but good things about Cavill, man.
No, I think we're all burned out from the Snyderverse. It's not even because they're bad movies. It's just the whole up and down, this and that.
It was too messy, man. It was Man of Steel not getting a second film, the Batman not getting his own film.
That was a crime.
Like, the sequel to Wonder Woman sucked. You had to redo Suicide Squad twice. You had to give us Snyderverse cut because you failed the first time. Like it was constantly like reissues. It had its good, but yeah.
I will forever be a BVS apologizer.
Same.
I still think that movie was good if you watch the right version. Still, I mean,
a lot of very good
perfect.
Scenes.
It's choppy a little bit, but it's a lot better if you watch the extended version.
But
I think my thing was. Oh, go ahead, Dila.
If we had 2 Man of Steel movies before that movie came out, it would have worked. True. That's my opinion on that. There.
And then a Batman movie after.
And then a Batman movie after, right? Yep. Then Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's. I mean, we can get. I don't want to detour this because it's been talked to death, but they just rushed everything. They had they had a fantastic cast. They picked the right people to play these roles, with the exception of Flash. I've never liked him, but
and they had the worst Lois Lane and the worst Lex Luthor.
They just had no chemistry. That's not Luthor. That's Mark Zuckerberg right there. But
I didn't see Aquaman 2, but I did finish off the Snyderverse with the Flash movie, and then the last insult at the end of that movie was just too much to bear. Couldn't even do Keaton right, Did him dirty.
Yeah, that was rough.
He got paid.
Walker? What's that, deal?
He got paid. He'll tell you himself.
Any final thoughts on the InArt Superman? Any of you guys for sure picking up this one?
Nothing for sure, but I'm definitely leaning this way.
Yeah, I am planning to, but not for sure. But I want to. They have to fix that symbol, though. If they don't fix the symbol, I'm out.
Gotcha.
To me, that's more important than everything else except the sculpt. Like,
all right. Well, sounds good. Let's move on to another James Bond figure. So for anybody that wasn't happy with the first rendition, maybe you like this one more. Commando outfit. But my question is for you guys. Well, yes or no? I just want to hear from yes or no from both of you. Do you like this one better than the first offering?
yes.
1000% more.
How do you feel about that, though? Like, are you okay with that feeling, being that that's more of the traditional look and this is more of Commando outfit? Like, do you want that traditional look? So are you kind of bummed? Or you're like, no, I'm good. Like, just cool Bond. I just want this one, whatever. Like, does it bother you that this one looks so much better, but it's not that traditional look?
With Daniel Craig, I'm okay with it. If it was, if it was another Bond, I would want that traditional look more. But with Daniel Craig, this kind of works for me if I only get this figure. Just because I kind of like seeing him in action more than I did, in the tux. But yeah, this figure looks way better, man. This is like, he's got the guns, man, the battle damage sculpt, like just so much better. And I do wish that the tux version had, like DLO pointed out before, the seams weren't crazy, and I do wish it looked better. But the paint apps on this figure, man, and I like this look right here. But
Like the splatter.
that's nice.
Cool.
Battle damage is sweet.
Yeah. This is from the same movie as the first Bond, right? Are they doing the same
first
movie?
figure,
Yep.
yes. Both
Okay.
in the same movie.
Gotcha. Really quick, Mike says Man of Steel, BVS Extended, and Justice League Snyder Cut. Those are the only movies in the DCU for me, and that trilogy is a masterpiece. Yeah, I mean, Justice League, the first one was
Right.
awful.
That's what screwed it up, was they kept having to reissue these movies, basically.
And I thought Snyder Cut was really good, but still 4 hours is a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, that's a
and
lot
it,
to ask.
and it was too late. It
Yep.
was
It was
too late in the game.
And didn't it come out in 2020? Like,
yeah, COVID.
Mhm.
where you had to watch it on HBO.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Um.
I guess you had the time to do it back then, but
Right.
Fair.
Rico says this Bond looks great. Wish I dug the movie. Yeah, same. Like I haven't watched any of the Daniel Craig ones.
yeah. Again, I wish we can get a Casino Royale. That would be. I love that movie.
That or Skyfall, man. Those are
Skyfall was
two.
great. Skyfall was awesome.
Kind of
I
a
mean-
different base setup here.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
like it.
Yep.
Like that's not bad. Like just a little bit of environment. Don't have to overdo it with tons of stuff.
DLO, question for you.
What's up, bro?
Were you, and there's no wrong answer or anything, were you a fan of James Bond before GoldenEye, like before the game? Or
It was always kind of in the background because my dad was a James Bond fan. So it's kind of one of those things where like I would watch it because he's watching it kind of things.
Yep.
But I definitely connected with GoldenEye because at that point I was old enough to understand what a James Bond movie was. And this was my first James Bond, right? Some people
Sure.
say Daniel Craig. So for me, like, yeah, GoldenEye was really good. Now, I wasn't a crazy James Bond fan, to be honest with you. But then GoldenEye came out many years later on Nintendo 64 and really got me into it
right.
because it had all the legacy characters in it. So I started going back and watching those movies with my dad, and I became
they
a
had
real big fan.
Jaws and-
Yeah, I had all the goodies in there. So yeah, it was one of those things like GoldenEye was like my first, like my personal experience with it there. But yeah, but my
Okay.
dad grew up with that stuff.
D'Lo, what are your thoughts on the figure?
If you're going to make a figure from this particular movie, and I stress movies when it comes to Bond, if you're going to make one from this movie, this is the look I would prefer. This is it, because this is the last one. This is the real true last one here. And I think, again, you don't want to spoil the movie if you haven't seen it, anybody specifically here, but I feel like this one holds more weight than the first announcement, simply because the first announcement felt very hollow, felt very generic. And more importantly, I stand by this to forever. It's like, it's the wrong movie for that suit for that particular Bond, in my opinion. It should have been Casino Royale or Skyfall, but we'll say that for another day. But I think comparing it from the first one we saw, I think the paint applications make it look better for me. I genuinely believe it's the same skull. People are saying it's different. I think it's the same one. I don't think Hot Toys is going to do 2 Craig head sculpts for the same movie. That just doesn't seem like something we'd do. So I think it looks better. The photos are lighting better. But I think this particular military outfit for him fits more for the type of style that Bond he was specifically in his movies. He was more military style, more capable, if you will. So I think this one embodies that there, and I think that's a much better choice. But if they ever go back and do another Daniel Craig, I've said it before, Skyfall, Casino Royale, 1,000%. Take my money. But this is a great one. Out of the two, I would 100% lean towards this one if I was going to get one.
I agree. Like the figure itself looks freaking amazing. Head sculpt looks great. Paint apps look great. Battle damage looks great. The outfit is unique, and it looks awesome. It's almost like a freaking John Wick figure here that you got going, but Bond, like different looks. Everything looks very well polished off on the figure. So unfortunately, it's just not something that I've been into. So it's tough for me to want to get this figure, but at the same time, it looks really cool and like a unique piece. Doesn't really look like a generic figure like other stuff. Like the other one in a tux, you could say it kind of like blends in with maybe some other stuff in your collection, but like this one for sure is going to have standing power. But
that's a cool figure.
Yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, I assumed it was the same head sculpt as well.
Yeah, I think so.
It's just the same stoic kind of look. But so what's going on here? You get shot up?
Well, Hot Toys, he's injured. Leave it at that.
He's hurting.
He's injured.
Like
he needs a med pack.
Some gut wounds right there. So, which look do you guys prefer?
I like the white. Oh, you like sweater on?
Sweater on. Yeah.
I think it might be the lighting too. I'm sure it is, but his sculpt kind of comes out a little bit more of the blue, the sweater. But I do like that more battle damaged look with the white.
Sure. Yeah, Jazzy says more posable too. Yeah, less restriction. Frigo says, I hope they go hard on the Bond line. I would get each Bond. Yeah, I'm curious to see. Like, I could see them going deeper, and I could see them giving you a bunch of Daniel Craig, reusing the hell out of this head sculpt, and then nothing else after that. Like,
yeah,
you never know what Hot Toys is going to do. So it's intriguing to see where this goes.
It'd be crazy to get a Sean Connery head sculpt. I don't know if we're going to get that.
What are you guys, like, your realistic expectations? What do you think Hot Toys is going to do with this Bond line?
I think they're going to dabble in each, and they're probably going to pick the one that we probably don't want the most to be done. Because if you're a Bond fan, you have a favorite. You have a favorite Bond. You have a favorite movie. So it's naturally not going to please everybody. But I think, at least I hope they don't milk Daniel Craig. And because I just, honestly, I'm a diehard Daniel Craig fan. I don't think I need too many of him, to be honest with you. I don't know many people that would. But if you give me some variety, get me Brosnan, Dalton, Moore, Connery, I would be willing to get at least one of each.
Yeah.
That would be me as a Bond fan. That would be my ideal way of doing it. But
just have like a line of one, your favorite version
just
of
a collage.
those.
I mean, imagine how cool that's going to be. Like, I have tons of different Batman from different Batman actors and stuff like that. It would be awesome to have every Bond in my collection.
Right.
Yep.
Well, that would make the most sense too if they gave you two of each, right? Like the traditional look, and then maybe something like this, or like a battle damage, or whatever the case may be. But I don't know.
I kind of think this could be it.
It could be, but I know Bond fans probably want like you talk to people and you're all saying like, I grew up with this one, or this is my Bond, but I like them all, or whatever. I started here, but I'm still watching. Like, they watch all of them, it seems like. So I would think most collectors would want all of them. But I could see Hot Toys just kind of milking this and then flaring out or going on to the next thing. It seems like they got attention deficit disorder maybe or something, like when it comes to making figures. Like they
We need to
start
make
a
another
line,
clone set.
right? They start a line and then they don't finish and they go to something else and so on and so forth. So I hope for all the fans out there, like, you get what you want, but temper expectations. We'll see kind of how long they go with this. But separate rolling eyeballs, which is obviously a staple these days. It's the standard. Two styles of look, alternative display styles. Let me go back to that actually. What am I looking at here?
Boots. You can tuck them in, or you can leave them hanging.
Very clever.
Okay. Very clever. Highly detailed weapons and equipment.
I'm actually kind of surprised InArt didn't come out with the Bond first. But
yeah.
Hey.
See, well, that's MGM for the license of Bond. So
I don't know who owns.
Jeez, Mike. I'd milk Daniel Craig. Okay.
Oh, right.
Can milk anything with nipples, Greg.
No, but this is great. Honestly, I'm very much happier with the second one over here. I think they definitely redeemed themselves with that first one. So
I like this. It's cool. It's a cool looking figure to have for sure. We got a $4.99 super chat from my friend Valkyrie Magnus. I love all the Bonds. I want them all. My friend, I sure hope you get all of them because you deserve the world. You deserve all your wildest dreams to come true. And I appreciate your super chat and your donation to the channel.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so very much. Thank you for having me. This is so cool. And I'm sweating my ass off for no reason. But this is like a dream for me. So thank you guys for having me on the show. And thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Valkyrie. Appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, 1 Adam 12 says this is a winner. Well, look who we got here. Look what the cat dragged in. Hot Toys Hotline. Missed the Superman talk. Damn, did Brick tear up at all? Oh, he held back. He was about to say that Cavill was not a real Superman or the Superman.
Fake Superman, as he put it.
Something like that, but he bit his tongue. He knew the mob would go after him, so
I said he was a great Superman.
I was watching you mute. I was just laughing at you. Just
I know.
Muted.
I just said he wasn't traditional.
He was not good. He was terrible. He was the worst Superman of all time. That's what I heard.
Oh, Aaron says he wasn't about to say it. He did say it.
Okay.
He did.
Heard it with his eyes.
See?
That's right. You guys heard it here first. Henry Cavill.
90 plus people heard you say that, Brick. Witnesses.
Any final thoughts on the Bond figure? Are you boys picking this up?
I'll wait till I see the final.
Yeah, it's very likely, but I'm gonna wait.
All right. Oh man, sounds good. It looks like a banger of a figure, and you know what? It's nice because it's something different. So I hope you guys support it, pick it up, and enjoy it. Next, we have Anakin. Old, young Anakin from the Ahsoka series. And maybe that's why I just can't get behind the figures, because he's old, young, all wrapped in one. I don't know. I also have Clone Wars Anakin, and I think that one's just fine. So either of you, like DLO, I think DLO, you were excited for this one, right?
Yeah, I'm picking it up.
Still getting it?
Still picking it up.
All right.
I still think he looks droopy.
Well, he's old. His skin's hanging off his skull.
He did not look this old.
He's like that scene with Steve Buscemi. He was, hello, fellow students. You know?
He looks fine. I mean, he looks like the prototype, honestly, I think. But I didn't like the prototype either. So
What I don't understand about this one over here, guys, is just that, like, okay, I get it. I get it. But is it Hot Toys' fault or
No, it's not.
is it the Ahsoka show's fault? I
It's
mean,
the Ahsoka show's fault.
hold on, guys. He did not look this bad in the show.
oh, he definitely looked aged up, dude.
He looked aged.
Well,
He
this
looked
looks
aged
like Grandma Suda over here.
No,
It does.
this is unflattering photo. There's some photos where he looks pretty decent, like, but I mean, he's how he looks like from the show, from what I remember.
No, I agree. I think it looks pretty accurate to the show. It looks a little softer than obviously the proto, which is
That's
to be
normal.
expected.
Yeah.
I just don't need it because, like I said, I got one. I don't need the other.
Well, let's say if you didn't have it, which one would you prefer? I guess that's the harder question that we should be asking.
No, I don't really care for either. I mean, I don't care about either of them really.
He doesn't care about either of them. You heard it here, fake Star Wars fan, unreal.
Manny Fresh says he looks awesome. Just met him in person. His skin isn't bad. No, it was just the fact that he was supposed to look young, but they really same thing when he's training with Obi-Wan and they both look old as hell. It's like we don't have the money for CGI touch up. So they're both training and they just look like they're in their 40s.
Yeah. Telling you, that is, you need the video, Steve Buscemi. I love that. It's one of my favorites there. What's up, my fellow students? It's my favorite. But I mean, listen, again, not Hot Toys' fault.
No,
That's totally more on the show here. I personally like it for what it is. And to be honest, maybe I'm being a little bit softer of a critic on this simply because I kit bashed my CW Obi-Wan and I put on the Obi-Wan show head sculpt on it. And I love that look. It looks fantastic. He's a little bit older than the source material. And this one's a little bit older compared to source material. So I think they're going to look good together. So maybe that's why I'm not as harsh on this particular one here. But I think overall, from what it started off as on a proto to final, it's pretty close to what I was expecting to be. So
yeah, I agree.
I'm going to pick it up off of that regardless. So I'm good with it.
And I do believe this is the last of the Ahsoka line to drop.
Officially closed out.
Till season 2.
Dunskies.
Dunzo. Now that one I'm excited for. Anybody else? Anybody else getting that one?
She's cool though. I like her.
That was a cool episode.
It was a very cool episode.
She's like, "What? You're freaking me out." Or anything.
He looks terrible in this photo. He looks like he just saw something in the hologram and just shit his pants. Like, oh, I'm in trouble. Master Kenobi's gonna have my ass for this.
Yeah, for sure. I don't see any issues with this, and I think he'll look fine in hand. But yeah, blogger photos are really tough to capture the look of the figure. Not many do it 100% right. Yeah, it ain't for me, but I think it's a nice figure for sure. And Chazzy says his face looks goofy as fuck. So there you go. We got all ends of the spectrum here tonight. Yeah. I don't even know if he's looking at the same thing here with both eyes.
I feel like these photos are so amateur here. It's just like you can't even line the eyes up to the hologram to make it make sense in the photo.
No, they probably did, but then they used their little mechanism, put it back on the neck there, and it screwed it up, and they didn't realize it.
It feels intentional, honestly. It just
What's
feels
it going to take for
intentional.
us to get the magnetic eyes? What's it going to take?
Dude, I mean, we went like almost 10 plus years with hers only being for DX. So
10 years.
USB is still not standard in our Iron Man. I mean, dude, just don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
If that's another thing Artisan could have, that would be nice.
For sure.
Artisan is hair. Like, get over
Yeah,
it.
I know. I'm just saying, like.
No, you're right. It should
hair
mean
and
more. I
nothing
get what
else.
you mean. It should mean more, but it's just like, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, or make DX again. Nobody knows what DX is anymore.
Yeah, facts.
All right. Any other thoughts on this? Anything else you boys got to say about this release?
That looks better. That's like a decent looking shot right there.
That looks pretty good.
I do like the lightsaber effects. I'm not gonna lie. That's
you?
way
Hope
better
the
than
hair
the
looks on
swishing thing.
point.
Yeah. It looks good. I'm excited to get this. Once I get it next to my Obi-Wan, it's gonna look nice.
Are you getting Rex too?
I said no, but I'm still kind of thinking about it. I like my
Clone Wars?
original one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just keeping that one too. I'm probably I'm gonna keep Clone Wars Anakin, Clone Wars Rex, and then just put young Ahsoka in between them.
Yeah, it's the way to go.
That's cool.
Probably won't see her till September, October,
If that.
which we're gonna get into in a little bit. So don't go to sleep yet, everybody. 90 in the house. Hit that like button. Hold on here. I didn't say it in time, but look at that. Come on now.
Oh,
Look at
Look,
this
give a
guy.
thumbs down to a guy that's got that cool animation, would you? Of course not. All right, let's move into this one, which is the one that people don't want to talk about the most, it seems, or aren't excited about the most. And to be honest, I don't blame you. This is now, so this is released by Hot Toys. InArt, I feel like years ago, released their 4-pack. And I feel like the hardcore fans got those from InArt. Like, I don't know. I don't know if there's is there a huge, let you guys let us know. Is there a huge market for this guy? Like, is there a bunch of people picking this up? Interested to know. Like, I feel like this ship has sailed as well.
Yeah, I think Joker 2 just killed
Yeah.
everybody's love for this guy.
that hurt the movie a lot, or the figure.
Yep.
Even though this is from the first movie, it still killed that whole vibe.
Well, this is Joker 2 for
Yes,
licensing reasons there, but it's
but
clearly
with,
based.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Explain that again. Explain it like I'm 5.
So InArt did Joker 1, Hot Toys did Joker 2, but essentially, it's basically their version of Joker 1.
Okay.
But the
So
box
it's
is
branded
Joker.
as Joker 2.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Interesting. Doc Bat says this hair is shit. Well, it is artisan. Got him.
The glazing for Artisan is gone.
I'm like Brick when it comes to
Cavill.
Henry Cavill's Superman. I'm like
How did I
Brick,
know?
and Artisan is Henry Cavill. I'm out to get it
It's like,
because I don't like it.
to hell with it.
I do like Cavill, people. I do. Ah. You're gonna get me canceled.
The fake Rudy, just like your fake Man of Steel.
Cancel culture's over, dude. You're fine. It's all good.
No, I'm pretty sure they bring that back whenever they feel like it now. I'm more selective. You might be on the list. Oh man.
Johnny says I'm probably gonna get heat for this, but was not a fan of this Joker movie. Now, are you talking about Joker 2 or Joker 1? Because I can understand both. I bought Joker. I watched it once, and I've never watched it again. And that's not to say I didn't like it, but it's definitely not something I want to watch again.
I try to give Joker 2 a shot just to see it couldn't be that bad. I literally did turn it off like in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Within 7 minutes, it's like, oh, first song, I'm out.
Yep. I tried
I
to watch
thought that
Joker.
was a joke.
I tried
It's
to
a
watch
musical.
Joker 2 as well. Could not do it, so I skipped to the end just to see what happened. The first movie is a masterpiece, but again, I could only watch it one time. But
Yeah.
it really is truly a masterpiece.
I think it's a great movie, the first Joker movie, but I just feel like you didn't need to be Joker to tell that story, honestly.
Sure.
I feel like they used Joker as a device to make a different movie they wanted and to put the mask paint on him and stuff like
And
that.
to get people to come see the movie.
Because you could have honestly taken out the Joker subtitle of it all, and it could have been a movie about mental health, and it would have been a really good movie, but it probably
Sure.
wouldn't have made as much money.
No, I agree. Aaron says, I hate Artisan, to be honest. Hot Toys does sculpted so well they don't need rooted hair. Plus, it's a pain to handle and maintain sometimes. Giddy up. Like, I agree, and it just doesn't. It's not in the place that it needs to be to look accurate to the character. Now, if you're DLO and you don't mind spending all that time making it 100% right,
I do mind.
there you go. Like you can
I
make
do
it
mind.
look right, but I'm just not in the game of doing that. Nor do I want to maintain it. I just want the sculpted where it's in place, looks great on the shelf, and I save myself a bunch of money. Field of Burn says, if anybody wants to sell their Joker, hit me up. Is this waitlisted? Waitlisted, right?
Yeah, it's waitlisted.
Yeah, I canceled my pre-order.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But just looking at the figure, how do you think it turned out? So somebody said the hair looks like shit. But what do you think?
I think the head sculpt is legit. I think the head sculpt is legit. But my thing about this Joker is the tailoring of the suit. Just, it looks cheap to me personally. Like it feels like you guys remember like when like there was a bunch of Jokers being made by all the third-party companies like Toys R and all those guys. They were all fighting for it. I feel like Hot Toys didn't improve on those earlier offerings, but I think the head sculpt is better.
Sure.
But the rooting job, I agree, it's not the greatest on this one here. It's just this one's a real downer for me. But have you guys seen the photos of the sculpted one?
I haven't.
So the sculpted one has that terrible seam line.
Oh, I did
you
see
take
that.
out the hair, the jagged. I hate that. That came with the Armory Bruce Wayne, and I think that's so lazy when you can see the seam that blatantly right there. So I don't know. But again, like with the InArt one, I never purchased the InArt 4-pack, but I saw a lot of photos of it there. I think the head sculpt on the Hot Toys one looks better. If you like took like this head sculpt and put it on the InArt body though, I think that would be a really good figure. I really do. But yeah, this one here just, it doesn't do it for me to begin with, but I would say honestly, the best thing about it is the head sculpt. Everything else just looks very okay.
That looks bad there. That photo. That's the only photo I think the sculpt looks bad though. So I'm sure it's the lighting, but the paint, like, it just looks it doesn't look right. I don't know. It doesn't look accurate. It doesn't look like the actor Phoenix. I don't know. Something's wrong there, but it looks fine here. But I agree with DLO. Everything you said pretty much. Like the sculpt's great. The suit is, it kind of looks cheap because, like, I don't know, everything kind of looks too thick, but I do love the, I don't know what you want to call it, diorama base.
Yeah.
You know, with I mean, yeah, I mean, you get the chair, the curtain there. That's amazing, especially for Hot Toys to do something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't really have anything much to say. This just isn't for me. I mean, I'm a big Joker fan, but it's not this Joker. Like you said, it's kind of not. They said it's Joker so they could kind of bring everybody in, and then they made their own movie. Like, it's just not something for me. But I'm glad that anybody that was pre-ordering this or excited about it is going to be able to get it. It doesn't look like a bad figure by any means. Like, you can nitpick this with InArt like you can the Superman one, but it doesn't mean either one of them are bad. Just means some have certain flaws and then the other figure has different flaws. So kind of just got to pick which one speaks to you, and everybody's different. So happy for anybody getting this and that's been waiting for it, because it does seem like a long time ago that this was announced. But any other final thoughts on this before we kind of move on?
I like the smaller scale diorama on this one here. So the reverse of what I was saying before about InArt having these nice smaller ones that look, I think the Hot Toys went the other way. They did it smaller and it looks better this time around.
Yeah. Jazzy says he can't even sit right. LOL.
Why is that, Jazzy? What were you doing?
I think he's referring to Joker
I know.
in his seat.
And then, of course, these are sculpted, which I think, again,
looks better.
When you're not. Oh, now we're back around. They didn't take as many pictures of the sculpted, but just stinks because, like, on the top back, further back, there's that jaggedy line there. So, all right. Check out the sneak peek Hot Toys posted of this game figure. Is that Norman Reedus? Yeah. So where's that? Where is that? Oh, let's see here. There it is. Hot Toys announced Death Standing 2 figures. I'm so getting it. Did they announce it or tease it? Is it a new announcement?
It's a small video. It shows the figure.
Yeah, the sculpt.
We'll take a couple minutes because I know that's going to be announced, so I don't want to go too far into that, but I will bring it up, and then we will go into our quarter 2 releases. So stay with us, everyone. Let's see here. Pow. And there it is. Wish I could make that a little bit bigger, but I can't.
That looks good though.
It does. Oh, that base is cool, even though it's that hexagon base. But I like the.
Do you guys play this game at all?
It's on my list, man. If I had the time, I'd play it by now.
Yeah, I played the first one. I don't even know if the second one's out, but I did not beat it. I did not beat the first one, but I played a little bit. I'm a fan of the creator of this game. He also did Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives me hope for Metal Gear Solid. You know, never know.
Dude,
Jazzy says, "Is the game any good?"
I hear a lot of good things about the game. I didn't play enough of it to be able to say it was good. It was really confusing for me when I started playing it, so I stopped.
I've heard people joke and say it's a walking simulator, so I don't know what that means, but yeah, I've heard mixed things about it. But I still want to try it myself.
You know what game I played like once and then never played again was that zoo game, Brick.
Oh yeah.
There's that new
like $60 on a zoo game and played it.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be so awesome, but it was almost too detailed. Like it was really hard to maneuver, and there's so many tools to like you build the zoo and then all that stuff, and you got to maintain it and feed the animals and shit. And it was like really buttony. Like you really had to do a lot of stuff. And I'm just like, I can't do this. Like just give me Zoo Tycoon back. But
yeah.
Jurassic Park game. You buy a game and you play it once and then you're out. But,
yep.
Let's see. Adam says, I don't know this game, but use head sculpt and give me Hot Toys Daryl Dixon.
There you go.
There you go.
Or you can update your Tour Zero one. What is it? Yeah, it's 3-0 makes them, I think, right? The Walking Dead figures.
3-0, I think it is 3-0, yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously InArt's doing theirs. Ooh, that'll be interesting when we get to that.
Yeah. Norman Reedus
this.
Rocking that same hairstyle for the last 10 years.
Dude, more than 10 years, man. I remember that he had that in Blade 2, didn't he? That same cut, right? Didn't he? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. My man's got one cut. Messy. Dude's like 50 years old. I don't care.
All right. So we will have to see when they officially announce that, but you guys get a first look there. I've never played the game. I just remember seeing like previews or trailer of it, and it just looked light years ahead of all the other games that we were getting at that point. So, All right. Without further ado, though, we are going to now get into quarter 2 releases from Hot Toys. We're going to do the bracket, find out which one us 3 together think is the best release of quarter 2. Lots of figures. I definitely feel like there was more in quarter 2 than there was quarter 1, and it could have been because Chinese New Year, but then also, like the Star Wars events, they were dropping a lot of figures right away and coming out with them and not wasting any time. So, but at the same time, it felt a little soft as it goes for a quarter of figures. Like, I don't know, like other ones, you definitely see like heavy hitters, and not to say that there weren't any, but here's what Brick made for us for this evening. So, Scarlet Witch Artisan. They said there was 2 that got.
Yep, top right.
Oh, I see. So I see. We just got to pick them. And Artisan Darth Vader get the buys. Because we had to do it the way that the math worked out, and Brick made the correct decision on giving the artisans kind of the pass because they usually are the heavy hitters here. So, just taking a look. I don't know if you guys can see really well. Can you like make out who these all are
Yeah,
for the most part?
More or less.
and you can use matchup or go down, Graham.
Yeah,
Keep
I
going.
will. I just kind of want to look.
But go down real quick. You can
Oh.
do like presentation mode. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Oh, but you can. Sorry.
Oh, didn't work, did it? That's okay.
Wait, it zoomed in a little bit better.
Oh, okay. I see. But anyways, some good figures. We can talk about them just a little bit as we go here. But yeah, they're going to face off. We're going to pick which one goes on to the next round. So stay with us as we find out which one it is. This one's pretty easy for me. Either of you guys getting these figures?
I'm not. I have the Captain America from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Or yeah. But so I don't need two of similar figures,
I can't believe they made this figure from Aquaman.
right?
Who's buzzing? Is that Brick?
I'm a popular guy. Don't mind ignoring.
Always blame me.
I'm a popular guy. All right, Brick, who are you passing through here?
I am gonna let Captain America go through.
DLO?
Is neither an option?
I know, right?
I guess I'll go with Falcon.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. Like, yeah, we'll get rid of some of the weaker ones here pretty quick. All right. So a couple troopers. Did you do this on purpose, Brick?
Yeah.
Put them together. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Elite Squad Trooper, and then we have the Cherry Blossom Trooper as well from Star Wars Celebration. DLO, which one you like here better?
Cherry Blossom.
Brick.
Cherry Blossom.
So one of the things that we've kind of noticed, common theme here, if you guys are just watching, these are Q2 releases. So these were released April, May, and June. And you'll notice like a lot of these nobody really has in hand yet, unless you bought day one. So like,
Which a lot of people
WTF.
haven't lately because of the tariff stuff.
Right.
Mhm.
So like, what the hell's going on? Like, you know, I see some people just getting figures that were released in March or early April, and it's like, it's 3 months. Like, where's my Darth Maul? We're gonna see. He was in
Right.
Q1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Q1.
he was Q1, and I still don't know where my Darth Maul is. So it's just, it's a little frustrating because I can understand a month, 2 months at the most that Sideshow is behind Hong Kong, but it's getting a little ridiculous. Like, you guys have any thoughts on a lot of these are released figures and nobody really has them?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky situation here. Because
Just give me my shit.
no, because I mean the comic shops are very open about it there because, as you guys know, I go to these shops a lot and I do videos on them and stuff like that. And I get to speak to some really cool people who work there. They're very nice, and you know, basically, Sideshow is, from what I've been told, just like they're pushing back these things as much as they can before it gets to the point of insanity. Just because the rates that we've been going through with the tariffs have been kind of like so up and down to where you know, they're doing it for their partners more than for their actual shops. Like, it's not for us. I mean, you I've gotten tariffs on recent figures, so it's not like, you know, I'm not paying for it there. But the big thing right now that's going on, at least in the US, is that there's a lot of pushback from all the partners who carry Hot Toys products in their stores because, you know, the business side of things on collecting is vastly different for them than it is for us as collectors. I mean, and the percentages of what Sideshow charges them for them to make a profit, a turner profit on these figures, even with tariff prices that they're getting from Hot Toys Impact, like, some of those people are going to be sitting on figures forever, and not every one of these shops can afford to like keep that kind of stock, you know, at all times. Some of these shops are pretty small, right? My local shop is super small, and I can say like he has like a nice dedicated spot for Hot Toys figures, but with the newer figures with the tariffs on it, the markups on it are way too high, and they're sitting on shelves just because collectors don't want to pay that kind of money. So in an effort to help out, they're trying to delay this as much as possible until they get a hand in it. From what I was told, the tariff fees are going down on these later shipments of figures, so it's going to go down for the collectors. It's going to get less for the shops that carry them, and hopefully we get some stability on this here. But it's so volatile, and it's just a matter of just like not screwing over every partner that they have, from what I've been told.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, like,
Gotcha.
we just got Cody's.
All that.
We just
I
got
didn't know
Cody's,
jack shit about that. Schooled the hell out of you. Like, gotcha.
Cody
Yeah.
is shipping out here soon. I mean, it's just
Wow. Fuck this guy. Oh,
no
my mic's
rhyme or reason.
Fuck this guy. Oh, my mic's still on. Oh, hey.
Where's 1 Adam 12 here? He said he already got a notice for Hera. That can't be.
That can't be.
Where are you, Adam? Yeah, I just got notice on Airborne Trooper and Hera from Sideshow. You need to clarify there, son. Clarify that. You being charged for Hera?
Yeah.
Anyways, Brick, you're dirty for doing these two against
Gotcha.
each other. Gotcha, you son of a bitch. Well, what? Who wants to vote on this one?
You can go first this time, Graham.
Yeah.
I don't want to go first on this one. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give Ahsoka a vote here. And I'll let you guys decide what you're gonna do with it.
I'm gonna go Indiana Jones, man, because it's everyone's guy. It's Indiana Jones. It might not be the one you want.
I don't know who that poser is in that suit.
I mean, you have the young Ahsoka versus the old Indiana. So I'm gonna go Indiana. With that base too? Oh yeah.
Question for Brick: have you watched any Indiana Jones movies?
I've watched the very first half of the very first movie.
Was that recently, or just like overall in your life?
That was like 6 months ago. I thought we were gonna have a party. Thought we were gonna do a marathon.
Well, we were.
Just killed my
hey,
superheroes
hey
finding new
now,
friends.
okay. Not
didn't
it's
mean
not
it
my
like that.
responsibility. Okay. My man can go on a 6-month rant about Superman and Man of Steel, why it sucks, but can't watch an Indiana Jones movie. Whatever. My answer is Indiana Jones. Next one, please.
Let's go.
Next one.
All that talking. We're on the
All
same
right, put
team
the
here.
Hold
droid
on.
together.
Hold on. Brick.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
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 We got Adric 23 celebrating 22 months.
Ooh,
being
dang,
a
has it
channel
been
member.
that long?
Appreciate this guy's longevity. He says, sup, guys. What's up? Frogman says, Hera is shipping on July 11th. What the hell?
Check your email, Graham.
I got mine from Underground, and I haven't heard
Oh.
spit from him, so we'll see. Nice. Wish Hera had that ass. Hodor says, I got notices for Hera, Airborne Trooper, Boss Elite Squad Trooper, Feral Predator on the same day. Man, I haven't gotten anything.
Can't wait for
But
that.
I don't really have anything either. So just Maul. I'm just really waiting on Maul. And then Hera and young Ahsoka from Hawk. All right, cool. What do we want to do here? Got droid Eka, and then the chopper, the evil chopper.
I'm gonna go with the Phantom Menace Droidica. Here.
Same.
Wow, we are on the same page today, Dila.
Well, that chopper's pretty crappy. So it wasn't
Oh, this
very
one's
hard.
easy. I'm gonna use my vote first here and vote for Hera. He did this for me. I know it. Look at that smile. An easy
It's an
pass.
easy
through.
dub. Easy dub
Yep.
for that rump.
Easy dub.
Galen, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's
Galen.
It's
fine.
Galen.
It's
dude.
Galen.
Deal, you got him right.
Hell yeah.
Love the figure.
Shout out to Dark Kibbles. Absolutely.
Heyo.
Shout out.
All right, we have the concept mall, and then technically this is quarter scale. Grogu in the bag.
Does anybody secretly hate Grogu now, or does anybody just want to kill that thing? I just want to hug him. Now I want to kill him.
He's kind of in the same boat as Pedro Pascal. You're just kind of sick of seeing him.
I just want to punt him. Yeah.
They overdid it. He's the new Mickey
That being
Mouse.
said, I choose Grogu.
And that's you're right. That's it. Yeah, Grogu still.
All right, it's up to DLO then.
I'm gonna still go with Grogu actually, just to be a troll right here.
Right.
Just to be a troll.
Well, then I'm going to go with Captain America on this one.
Oh,
Well,
you shush.
Darn. Well, I know this one's gonna win. Brick, what do you say?
Scarlet Witch.
I concur. Scarlet Witch.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you guys were really going to screw me there.
Come on, man. Ooh.
This is actually kind of tough because it kind of grew on me, this Stormtrooper here. Like how they did it, for the event and everything, and kind of how special it is for that.
There's one cherry blossom on his penis, like you said before.
Yeah, my gosh,
Yeah.
what an eyesore.
Only you would pick that out.
What an eyesore.
This guy's good.
50 Shades of Pink, baby. Let's go.
I noticed the bagginess in the crotch area.
I think there's an argument to say Jones is possibly Hot Toys figure of the year so far. I think it's the best one they've done so far. So I can't go against that. I just gotta say Jones.
I'll say Jones too.
Jones it is.
Hera.
Here it is. Come on, baby. I'm going with Galen here. Still.
Galen.
Yep.
Still waiting on them to do a different style Galen so that we can all get our hands on that one,
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if they'll do that. All right. This is where it gets a little tricky here. DLO, talk us through it. Because I already know what Brooke's going to do.
I just said Jones might be the figure of the year for Hot Toys so far. So I got to
Wait,
go
hold
with
on.
Jones.
Oh, damn it.
Why'd you ask me, numbnuts?
Because then I was like, well, no, it's going to be up to me because I know what he's going to do, and I didn't want that to happen. So
Then why?
I tried to catch myself, and I couldn't catch myself
Gotcha.
in time. Brick.
Dear Scarlet Witch. This is Elizabeth Olsen, Wanda's best head sculpt we've seen. It's unfortunate that it's not leather, but it still looks good.
All right, chat. Let me know.
And we have to consider the sculpted version with this as well.
You do because it's the better version.
Well, and they're both, part of this. So I go Scarlet Witch.
I got to go Scarlet Witch as well.
Let's go. Sorry.
I'm going to go Hera.
Yeah, he had a good run, Hera.
Hera.
All right. The final two.
Herbert's.
Damn.
Scarlet.
Hera.
Hera's got a better butt in real life, but not as figure form, so it's wrong. Scarlet Witch.
It's wrong. It's up to DLO on this one. He's going to let one of us down, Brick.
It's tough.
I already know
This
what
one, I
he's
feel like there's no losers, only winners.
What's the chat say?
Chat says.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with it. Let's go with Wanda. Let's go Wanda with this one here.
Oh, it really do be baddie versus baddie. Sorry, my love, Hera. It just wasn't meant to be.
We got Luffy.
Okay, so out of that, that first side. Other than Galen, because he was, at Star Wars like a Star Wars Celebration. I don't know too many people that have any of those figures.
Right.
No?
Maybe Indy? Has he been out long enough that people are? I don't
No.
think so.
I don't think so. Cherry Blossom, if you went to the event, but
Right. So yeah, those don't really count, but like it's just crazy to look at.
Yeah.
The fact that quarter two is over and most people still don't have a lot of the figures. So
right.
whatever the case is, what DLO talked about, it just facts are facts. Like, get the shit in our hands, you know?
Yeah.
Both of these figures are terrible, but I'm going to go with Batman.
Wow. Okay.
Man.
Batman is, I think of Batman the same way that DLO thinks of Indiana Jones, being possibly one of the best figures of the year so far. I'm going to go with Batman.
Wow. Bold
Okay.
statement.
I'm a bold guy.
It's true. Another Star Wars celebration. Dueling Vader and is that the Airborne Trooper?
Airborne.
Vader.
Airborne.
Bye.
Pick the ugliest Vader to switch. Unreal.
Oh, for
Leather
a second
jacket,
here,
Spider-Man,
literally
or
a
Han
second.
Solo.
For a second, I thought I did 2 Indiana Jones. I was like, oh shit, not again.
Not again. This one's pretty easy. Brick, I want to hear you say it though.
I want to hear you say
I want to
it.
hear that dirty little mouth.
I'm gonna go
say
with
it.
Han Solo, baby.
Say it.
That guy. Look at that Han.
D-Lo, you concur?
Same.
Goodbye, leather suit. Ooh, I could see D-Lo being a little wild card on this one.
No, it's not even close.
What is the deal?
Feral Predator.
Feral.
Feral. How feral?
It's like my kids.
Actually, I
when they
take
don't
that
eat.
back. Feral's,
Feral.
yeah, Feral's cool.
I'm going Shin Hati just because we've had Rex before.
Agree.
Same. It's a great head sculpt.
Yeah. Ooh, Spider-Man 3 or Merrick.
Spider-Man 3, baby. Give me that black suit. It's a nice sculpt.
Merrick.
Chat, what do you say? Spider-Man 3 or Merrick? Hurry up. Hit me up. Everybody liked Han. Manny Fresh says Spider-Man 3. Brick, has that figure grown on you since having
Oh,
it?
dude, it's awesome. It's wrong, but it's awesome. It comes with a
Doesn't
lot.
sound right.
I love the feel of the suit is, you know, that soft fabric, which I thought was going to be a lot like the red suit, normal Toby suit. But yeah, it's good. And the head sculpt is amazing.
We're going Spider-Man 3. He does have a good head sculpt.
Yeah.
We got. Who's this? Is this
That's fives.
Fives? Okay, and then we have Luke and his dark side. I can't remember the name of it exactly.
Was it Tales of the Dark Side or was it?
Yeah.
No, something like that.
It's we
Dark
all know
Empire.
what it
Thank
is.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Dark
Thank you.
Empire.
There it is.
Again, it's tough when it's a trooper. Like it's hard to pass it through. Does Fives come with a head sculpt?
Yes.
Okay,
Good one
well,
too.
That helps. I'm still going Luke.
I'm gonna go Luke, but I don't think he's gonna go too much further.
No, I don't think so.
I think fives is awesome, but peer pressure. I'm going to go Luke.
All right, so Artisan Anakin got his bye week. It's over with. Hopefully he can come to this little tourney and give it his all. What do you guys think? Is Batman one and done?
Not on my watch, Batman.
Brick.
It's close.
Overrated as F.
Yeah, it's not even actually. I'm gonna go
Say
Batman.
it. There you go.
Thank you for helping me. do
Wow,
it.
you guys just destroyed Artisan Anakin, the
Oh, we're
figure
gonna
that
get so much
people are
shit.
paying.
Can I just say something about this?
$1,000
I am
for.
so sick of this figure. I'm sick of it. Honestly, the glazing for this awful Artisan is unreal.
Awful.
It's awful. I'm sorry. It's nothing close to the prototype. No one wants to admit that they're disappointed with it there. So they're happy because they spent a lot of money on it. And I get it. I've been there before. But honestly, it's overrated as hell. I would never pay more than retail for that thing. So, I mean, yeah.
Brick.
I just wish it was actually Darkseid Anakin. That's why I said Batman. I've got nothing against the figure other than.
Well, either way, the mob is probably going to get upset that we're pushing this weak ass cowled Batman through over
Okay.
Anakin.
Easy there.
The faceplates look like trash.
And I
He
thought I
looks
didn't
happy.
like Snyder.
He's like smiling.
Look at you, fake DC fan over here.
No, it's trash. I'm sorry.
Wow, DC's trash now. Okay.
No, this
Better watch
figure-
it.
This is one of my favorite.
Rick's
books.
one of the biggest
Batman.
DC fans I know. You better chill out with that, that talk. Okay.
All right. Well, sorry guys.
Wow, that's
I didn't even have a
crazy.
vote. You know, they just
I
took
thought-
it away.
I thought I was going to be the only one that said that.
I mean,
And then you said it, and then I felt pressure to not say it.
Don't feel bad, dude, about your figure. You can enjoy your figures. You're allowed to disagree with me or me personally.
exactly.
I'm just not crazy about it. The more I see it, it's more I'm just, I'm okay with not having it. If I get it for a good price, I'll, obviously I'll pick it up just because I'd like to have another.
Actually,
Anakin, but
$700 is a good price for the Anakin.
It is.
right
It
now.
actually is
That's-
for sure. But like for me, it's just like I'm sorry. I want that prototype. That prototype was.
Ooh, autograph.
I was sad that I didn't get that prototype. But when I didn't get that prototype and it didn't look like that, I'm okay. I'm okay. I would just like to get a proper Anakin. That's just my 2 cents. But I'm happy. You're happy. That's all that matters. Forget what I said.
Yeah, and I'm kind of bitter about it too because I sold my dark side Anakin, and
That was smart.
Knowing that we would get a dark side, but then that was the dark side we got. So I was a little.
I still think I'm a little surprised Hot Toys hasn't screwed everybody over yet, but I still have faith in them.
Yeah, I still think we get it.
All right. Well, Vader went further than the other Vader. Well, I guess he went the same amount, but he's gonna go bye-bye from here because I'm picking Han.
Really, I'm picking Han too.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. This is tough.
Ooh.
I can't wait to do this at the end of the year, by the way. I think this is much
Oh,
better
that's
than
gonna be real
Tears.
good. Oh yeah.
Although Tears was fun. Anybody want to go? I think I already know what's gonna be going.
I'm gonna
through.
say Predator personally.
I was gonna say I'm not voting, but I think Predator is probably gonna be your guys' choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose Pharaoh Predator. He's massive. He looks good.
Ooh, we didn't think Luke would go very far, but who knows? Maybe he's got a shot. Spider-Man 3.
Mm.
I'm gonna choose Spider-Man 3 just because of all the shit that the Luke sculpt got from so many people.
I'm gonna choose Luke because of all the shit that Spider-Man 3 got from so many people.
I'm gonna choose Luke because Bobby over here is a DC fan now, so he doesn't.
Yes, drop that Spider-Man.
Get rid of it. Drop that zero. Get with a hero.
All right.
Speaking of hero,
We're in the
another
final
DC.
four. We're in the final four for the
Oh
right
my
side
gosh.
here. We got Han versus Batman. I'm going Han. Brick, go ahead. Or do you want to be the swing?
I don't know if I would be.
Hmm.
Honestly, man, I still go with me thinking that Ben Affleck sculpt is a 10 out of 10. I'm going Batman.
There you are. So DLO, it's your choice. Who you
Stop.
pushing through?
Stuff. There's no losers here. All winners. But if I have to choose one, I'd say Han.
Yeah.
It's a good choice.
It's a good choice because it's been a while for Han. I totally get that.
I can't believe Luke's made it this far.
Well,
Well, you guys pushed him through.
get
not me.
ready.
I mean, he's kind of had the easiest road to
He
the
did.
championship.
He
know?
did.
Pretty much.
He did. And he's about to die.
But yeah, he's gonna get his head ripped off from this guy right here.
Well.
And yet,
Uh,
some people still think Luke should go through. Valkyrie says Luke is the chosen one. Johnny Chronicle says Farrell.
I think Luke will get the popular vote, but electoral vote will go to
Yes.
Predator.
All right, the final two on this side. This is a good final two,
This
man.
is a good one. This is a good one. Oh,
Anybody
man.
want to tackle this one first? Anybody
Why
want
don't
me
you
to do it
you
first?
go first. Yeah,
All right,
you go
I'm going
first,
Han.
man.
OT
Well,
all the
hold
way.
on.
OT
Say
for
why.
life.
Say why. Say why. Say why.
OT for life.
That's
I
it.
need,
So
I need Return of the Jedi Han, man. This thing means more to me than the Feral
so your
Predator.
gang affiliation is OT for life. So therefore,
If
that's
this
it.
Predator was from the original Predator and it was like totally done right, we'd have ourselves maybe a different conversation. But the fact that this is Han Solo, people have been wanting Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back Han for years. We're finally getting it. He's going to match with Leia and Luke really nice, and Wicked, of course. He's going to go great.
I agree.
So this Predator is badass, but again, it goes to the nostalgia factor for me.
I agree with everything you say, Graham.
But
I'm looking more at it as like, and me personally,
just the figure,
like the better figure.
Sure.
And I think this Feral Predator is outstanding.
He's ugly.
So that's the beauty of it.
Ugly.
Rick, are you
but
picking up that Son though? Are you going to get this one?
Yep, I have both of these pre-ordered. Definitely getting both. I need the Han. Everything that Graham said, I fully agree with. We need a Han. I've been waiting for one. But again, going back to some issues with the sculpts and the Jaime Lannister hands, I gotta go with Feral Predator.
Damn, it's up to DLO again.
Oh, DLO.
All right, who's got the money? Who's going to bribe me?
I'll send you
bribe
$10 right now.
Someone bribe me.
Give everybody
Feral
your
Predator. It is.
Oh, that's a good choice too, though. So the final two it comes down to.
I can't be false.
Neither figure that I have pre-ordered.
You don't have Feral Predator pre-ordered? I thought you did.
No, man.
Oh.
You guys have both of these?
I do.
I don't.
You don't? Oh, jeez.
Okay. You pass on Feral Predator?
No, but part of the
Not yet.
tariff thing I was telling you about before, it's gonna look pretty steep. So I don't know. I might like get it later, kind of thing. But here we are. Pretty much, this is like the Brick Bowl, basically.
Yeah, it really is. He got it. He finagled this.
I got what I wanted.
Still, you're still owing me $10. So
I
I'm
tried to
still
get Batman
salty
in
about
here.
Hera.
Tried to get Batman in here, but it's okay.
Okay, before we vote on this, because I'm looking at the brackets here, what would your final two have been? Mine would have been Hera and Han. Just because I'm most excited to get those and add those to the collection. So I've been waiting on both of them for a long time. Star Wars, one's OT, one's Ahsoka. So those are my two. DLO, what would your two be? Any two?
Any
Indy?
two? Indy would probably be up there for me. I'm very high on that Indy figure. I think it looks fantastic. Honestly, if it was up to me, it would have been a fight between Indy and Han.
Ooh.
That would have been
Board
mine.
Bowl.
Yep. That would have been mine.
Yeah, that would
And
have been
that one I wouldn't know. I couldn't tell you which one would have won.
That Indiana Jones, it really like makes me sad because it is such an amazing figure, but it's just not the version that I want or need.
Yeah. Same thing, the whole Daniel Craig conversation we had before with his Bond. I totally get that. If this was like Raiders,
talk dirty.
Yeah.
wouldn't even be close.
No.
Wouldn't be close.
Right, Brick?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
First 30 minutes and 6 months of watching that Batman. What's up? Ugh. Disappoint me. All right.
Those are good choices. How about you, Brick? What would your two have been? I think is it?
Yeah,
this?
I mean, it's if not this, it would be Scarlet Witch versus Batman, because I think the right is just stronger than the left was for me personally. So yeah, one of those for sure, because those are the top three figures in my eyes.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, you got three really solid ones. Yeah, I think it's pretty good, pretty evenly matched. Luke had the little fairy tale run, and then that got stomped.
Sure.
Galen had a nice run. You know, for being such a limited figure too. Not many people have him. And then I think the surprise of the night was Artemis and Darth Vader just being stopped in his tracks. Didn't
Yeah,
even
that
even
was
move.
I was surprised about that.
I was very surprised. So, all right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Now we just have to pick the number one, and I don't really have much skin in the game here, so I'm gonna vote first. I'm gonna let you guys debate this, and I'm gonna go Feral Predator.
I will say from a fan collector excitement, I've wanted Wanda forever.
Yeah,
Forever.
it's gonna be up to Brick.
But
Ooh.
The movie Predator, the movie Prey, excuse me, might possibly revive one of the greatest franchises of all time and make it decent again. And that figure is sick. So I'm going to go Predator.
Brick doesn't even get a chance.
Sorry, buddy.
Clean sweep.
I put down old Yellow.
And there you have it.
Brick thinking about his
Prey.
vote,
The
and
Predator from Prey is the winner. Well, Brick,
Doesn't
it makes you
even
feel
matter.
better.
Was it the hair?
My heart
Is
got
that what it
broken
was?
here.
The hair?
Part of it. It's part of it. No, it's actually pretty much it. Yeah. Oh man. So let's take a look here at the final four. Artisan, Wanda, Hera, Prey or Predator from Prey, and then Han Solo. Those are all amazing figures, and I definitely think we got it right. Some people might say Artisan Darth Vader should have been in there, but other than that, I think we got it right, because those are the most exciting figures that I see as well. So, whew, we did it. You guys good with this? You feel good?
No.
I'm kind of looking through the brackets. Honestly, I think Hera might be a shy too high, but then she kind of had the same thing going for her that Luke did for a while, where like the competition wasn't really that bad. So, but yeah, I think we did pretty good.
Hera's one I've been excited about for a while. I thought they nailed the head sculpt too on that.
I like her too. She's coming home. Home. I just felt like I was just kind of tracing her, her journey to the big game and just how she got there.
Yeah,
now,
she had
it makes
a
sense.
couple easy ones, and
You guys have no idea how sad I am right now. I seriously thought my girl had a chance
she did.
when Artisan Darth Vader got booted out. This and
So you had an agenda.
You did have an agenda. You tried
Because
to.
you both
break the
voted
process.
Artisan Darth Vader out. I did not.
Mhm.
Agenda.
That's okay.
But you know what though? Interesting enough though, the big three, nobody made it. DC, Star Wars, Marvel. It was a random Predator figure that won.
Yeah.
I think it's as fair as it gets.
That's true.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Well, I enjoyed doing that with you guys. Let's just check in with the chat here one more time. DLO chose poorly.
I didn't choose. I was
Hashtag.
bribed. There's a difference.
Justice for Han. All Ford. Let's see. Yeah, Indy and Han would be awesome. Valkyrie's still buying old. I just can't. Honestly, I didn't even see that newest one. I watched the first 5 or 10 minutes, and I don't know if I had something else to do or I just wasn't into it, but I haven't even watched that last one. Artisan Vader and Scarlet Witch would have been my two finalists. It's a good one. I mean, those are solid. Did you finish watching Raiders, Brick? That would be a no. Pred, the Witch, Pred. Mama Wanda just can't catch a break. Let's see. Looks like an NCAA tournament. Yeah, there's a lot. Definitely a lot more than quarter one. Let's see. I don't think we did a poll. Should we do a poll quick of what they would have picked between the two? Or how about the final four?
That's actually a good idea.
Well, we kind of talk about what we got going on
Final four.
Sure.
Yeah.
with our channels here. Although it's YouTube on the actual site has been kind of wonky for me. Here, let's see here. 1 second. Oh, I see. That's why I couldn't end the poll. That poll's been running the whole damn time. All right. Let me start this one quick. Which is your favorite? Which wins? No. I'll just say which figure are you most excited for?
Yeah.
I'm back on the Hot Toys page over here. So that Death Stranding thing. So Howard Chan went on stage with Hideo Kojima to actually show.
Really?
Them. This is really cool. Yeah, there's
wow.
a longer video right below the one you showed, Graham. It's actually kind of dope. I like that.
All right, the poll is up. Still got 70 in the house here to kind of finish off episode 107. So make sure you vote before we end, because I want to know from you guys, out of the 4, which one is your favorite? Which one are you most excited for? And while we do that, yeah, Predator is the Cinderella. While we do that, Brick, I'll start with you. What you got going on the channel, my friend? I feel like Eagle 6 hasn't been on for a while.
Yeah, I couldn't do it last weekend because, with family, 4th of July and everything. And then, but yeah, I got, it's been 2 weeks. Saturday is coming. We are doing a Bugle 6 episode, but it's going to have to be Bugle 6 at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time because my son has a birthday party to attend. So I could not do it at my normal 6, but we're going to have fun. Yeah, the only thing on my mind right now, honestly, is Friday. Like, I can't wait to see the dang movie. I'm super excited for that. So that's literally what's getting me through the week. I'm totally stoked for it. Hopefully we get a battle damage Superman. And yeah, I got a couple videos planned, but I got to start them in order to get them out. So let's go.
All right, man. Always good having you on. Appreciate having you back.
Thank you for having me.
Vacay last week.
I was afraid you wouldn't let me back.
X-Men did really good.
He did good.
Wasn't easy to call you this week.
Yeah. The only reason I'm back is he couldn't make it, huh?
He had plans.
He had plans.
This is
to
true.
to watch us on TV.
Yeah.
DLO, how about you, my friend?
Yeah, so great show, guys. As always, this was a blast. I love when we do this bracket here. It's so much fun. On myself here, I'm coming back from vacation too, although I made sure to make it to my Wolfpack episode last week, but that's another story for another day.
Hey.
But yeah, I'm going to try to get back in the swing of things here. I got to finish up my Paul Atreides InArt review. Plus, I've got some really fun footage from the other comic shop I visited on my vacation. Emerald Comics is the next video for the next shop list there. Another good spot. And then, yeah, I've got so many figures that are coming in. I have so many figures that are going out. So I'm just busy. So I think what I'm going to be doing is locking in this weekend, getting a couple of those things done, squeeze in a showing of Superman, and hopefully I'll have one video ready to go for next week. We'll see.
Cool, man. Yeah, as for me, I'm gonna have a video just about how to kind of do it yourself, make like diorama pieces. Like, this is the Bat Cave, so I've really been working with how to make like foam look like rock. So I'm just gonna do a video on that this week if anybody's interested. Next week, I should have my prints that are being framed right now from Dennis Baptiste. They should be coming back, so I was gonna do a video on those, just kind of reviewing his work. If you guys want to decorate your man caves or your area that you have your collections, it's a great way to do it. They're all his work with their prints, obviously, but man, like the 89 Joker is just like chef's kiss list, like my favorite one. But I'll show those off in a couple weeks, and outside of that, you'll find me here next week as well on Wolfpack with these guys, and we'll close the poll here in a minute. Emperor's Crusader wanted to know if anybody was getting Indiana Jones. I am not.
No.
Still on the fence.
Still on the fence. He's just trying to wait it out, but Hot Toys doesn't want to answer the call. Let's see here. Valkyrie is definitely an awesome show tonight. Appreciate you, my friend. Well, let's close her out. See what we're at. Hopefully you guys voted. 15 votes, not great, but that's okay. It's the end of the show.
I'm tired,
Han,
boss.
Han had 53%, Predator 26%, Hera 13%, and Wanda in last place with 6%.
Wow.
Way to send Brick off to bed in a grumpy mood.
Jeez.
Oh boy.
No, they're just mad because I didn't vote for Darth Vader.
I'm gonna lose
Little
at least
payback,
20,
bitch.
30 subs by tomorrow morning. So for sure for that comment.
Yep.
Stand by it though.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, hey, good hanging out with you all. Hopefully, you all have a great rest of the week. Be safe out there. Until next time, see you soon. Wolfpack out. Too sweet with the little dunk coming in at you. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.